seconds to play.
We're going to be talking basketball.
Dishes it to Barkley, who somehow finds daylight. Allen for the win! Yes!
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Sixers postgame show with Dennis and KJ McCoy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Let's take it to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. The Sixers get it done against the Orlando frackin' Magic. I mean, what a finish for your Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Jess. That's KJ below me. Adam to my right, making his Sixers post-game debut. And Fratty, one of my co-hosts for the Phillies post-game show, also hopping on board for a jam-packed episode. But great win for the Sixers, guys. And on to Boston.
Yeah, how about it? I mean, that was a great finish, and definitely it was scary at some points at the end of the game. Seeing Maxey kind of get cold a little bit, but then he was able to heat it up at the end and kind of find his groove back. So definitely this team, they got their hands full. I mean, with coming into to Boston, I mean, that's going to be something else. And we've had our troubles with Boston in the past, and definitely with not having Embiid, it's going to be a test for sure. But their confidence, I mean, seemed good at the end of the game. But let's see if it can transcend over to the Celtics. I mean, they got a healthy Tatum over there now. They got Jaylen Brown has been insane. So, and even some other guys, I think like Zara, I think, who's pretty good for them. But yeah, they're definitely a team you don't want to mess with. So, but definitely it was awesome to see. I mean, we'll get into the rest of it, but yeah, bring on Boston.
Yeah.
What do you got, guys?
No. Go ahead. Just what you're saying?
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Adam, what do you got?
It's a fantastic win. I went into this one with kind of low expectations, right? Given what this team has looked like over the past couple months. And they came out and looked like the defensive team that was completely different from what it's been in, the past couple of weeks. Andre Drummond plays a fantastic night. Adem Bona is terrific on the interior, and they just really managed to stifle these Magic wings that have, I mean, despite what they've gone through against that team in Boston in the last game of the regular season, have looked great throughout most of the regular season, and Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. So I think there's a lot of potential for what this team could look like in the future. If we're talking about, a Boston series that is going to be difficult, but we'll find out.
Friday, how about those Sixers?
Yeah. I did see the very end of the game. I seen a block shot. I seen when Andre Drummond's 3-pointer. But Sixers, man, I tell you what. And I heard Maxey looked good tonight. Bringing on Boston.
The Celtics, the Celtics.
Hey, Dutch. Hey, McCoy. We're just sitting under a pot of gold, eating Lucky Charms.
Oh, don't you know? I might be Irish, but I'm not a Boston Celtic. Don't get that twisted on your head, Frati. I'm a Sixer.
But it should be good. Sixers versus Celtics rivalry, a lot of history. Even though even though I'm not really feeling too good about it, I do think the Sixers somehow find a way to keep the series at least to 6 games against Boston, and I don't know if they'll win the series. I honestly, my series prediction is Celtics in 6. I hate to say
Yeah.
it. I really hate to say it, but I do just think the Sixers are a good enough team. They're a good enough team to at least win 2 games against Boston. They'll at least make it competitive. And I'm one that said that the Sixers weren't going to do anything this year, but I at least want to see them make it at least competitive and not get blown out in Game 7 like they did that one year. I think it was a couple years back when they got blown out in Game 7. So at least if they're gonna go out on a losing way, don't get blown out, disrespected, like that. And especially I think a couple years ago, I think when we played the Knicks Game 6, I think at home, we were right there with the Knicks. So it's gonna take if we want to win the series, we're gonna have without Embiid. It's gonna take a lot of work, and there could just be potential that Embiid could come back by Game 6 or Game 7 if it goes that far. So we'll see as we go into Game 1 on Sunday afternoon on ABC. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
But I have nothing much else to say. But, I just want to see what happens.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, speaking, we'll get into the more specifics. Well, because Adam's gotta get a watch of the 10 o'clock games, which is ridiculous that they're having a play-in game at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, it's West Coast. It makes sense over there.
It's completely awful, but that's besides the point.
It's West
Man,
Coast.
I'll tell you what, these cardiac Sixers, it's been a problem like the entire year, and they got the win. But why do they got to get my heart up at the end there like that again, guys?
Because Nick Nurse is the coach. That's why. I mean, he doesn't make adjustments. And, I mean, I'll give him a little bit of credit tonight. He made a little bit some more adjustments. He was kind of like filtering in. He brought Drummond in at the end. Bona seemed like he was really getting I think he jammed his finger trying to go up and he fouled Pilo a couple times. So, I mean, he was doing pretty good with that. I mean, definitely not having Embiid is a challenge for sure. But the Magic, I mean, I'll tell you one thing. The Magic were – you could see – I mean, I thought that one guy I forget his first name, but his last name's he was I'm trying to think. Last name's Black. I'm trying to think his first name.
Anthony Black.
Anthony Black. He was actually, I thought at the end when they put him in, I thought he was kind of like a spark out of nowhere from the bench. And he was really kind of providing a little bit of a spark for them. And ultimately, though, the Sixers were able to kind of stop that a little bit. And it was just, I mean, definitely they had your heart racing, but that's going to happen. It's just going to happen. But I mean, the Magic, though, they had some opportunities and they just kind of folded at the end. They definitely folded, and their inexperience, their lack of veterans, I feel like, and I know Desmond Bane has been in some playoff games, but they have a pretty young team. So their lack of veterans right now in that kind of scenario just didn't help them. So that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, these games come down to the wire because the margin of error is very slim for this Philadelphia 76ers team right now. Without Joel Embiid in the half court, they are forced to rely so heavily on Tyrese Maxey and Paul George. They looked a lot less. I know KJ was pointing to Nick Nurse and how much better he was in this game. I think they looked a lot less isolation-centric late in this game, which I think is huge for them, right? When they rely less on Tyrese Maxey to simply create for them and spread the floor, I think they're so much better of a basketball team. You saw Kelly Oubre involved in a lot of actions throughout this game. Quentin Grimes involved in a lot of actions throughout this game. I think that's really important. And so late in this game, they're really able to start building on that and creating so that Tyrese Maxey can take over late and really find a role for himself. So I thought that was fantastic throughout this game. I think he coached a great game, and it simply comes down to the difference between these two teams being incredibly slim. Like he said, Orlando had a lot of chances to win this game. Probably, arguably, should have won this game given the talent they had on the floor, right? They looked very stationary on offense in comparison to Philadelphia at times. Paolo Banchero turned the ball over a ton. There are going to be a ton of questions coming out of this game about him. Franz Wagner looked nothing like himself throughout. So I think, the Sixers coming out of a win from this one is huge. But there are definitely, on the other side, things that they're looking at and saying, man, we could have had this.
I'll definitely say, too, before we get to other points, I love their intensity. I think them stepping, especially Kelly Oubre, him stepping up for his teammates at times. There was some really screwed up, the whole thing with Jalen Suggs was total bullcrap. I mean, how they gave VJ Edgecombe a technical foul in there when he was literally he had a great finish there, great layup. And he had no.
He pushed him a little into the.
He did, but I don't think VJ was really trying to do that. I think he had no direction of where he was going. He had no direction. So for him to do that, I think was just. For them to really say it was a tech on VJ, it was not freaking on purpose. But I love seeing Kelly Oubre getting in the other guy's face like how he did. He did it in the beginning of the game. He got in Pilo's face. That was electric. That was definitely old school and showing that he didn't want to go out without a fight. So definitely that was cool to see that.
Yeah, there was definitely an edge, a chippiness to this team that there hasn't been in the past couple of games. They've looked kind of, lifeless, kind of uninspired without Joel Embiid. And so for them to come into this postseason with any source of that, you have to give credit to Nick Nurse for that.
Oh, of course.
Well, another spark plug on this team. Holy crap. It's a Bona block party in Philly tonight. Oh, my God. Honestly, I'll tell you what, folks. I have not been as high as on Adem Bona as some people have been this year, but he certainly had one hell of an impact today for the Sixers.
Yeah, he plays with a high level. I'll tell you one thing. For being 6'10", he plays way bigger than he actually is as a center. He's an undersized center. He reminds me a lot of Ben Wallace on the defensive side. I mean, just his shot blocking ability is insane. The way that he is just able to track that ball is nuts. It's a mix of Dikembe Mutombo. It's a mix of Ben Wallace. I mean, his shot blocking ability is elite. It really is. And I mean, out of nowhere, you could see an easy layup for somebody, and it really is about to go right into the basket. And before it's going to be a goaltend, Adem Bona's just there to just swat it away. And it's unbelievable, dude. It is unbelievable to see this guy. He had 3 blocks in the matter of 2 minutes, or not even 2 minutes. It was nuts. I mean, just his tenacity. It really is it's a great source of energy for this team. And I love watching Adem Bona play for the Sixers. I mean, it's awesome. He is such a great shot blocker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, KJ, and I've been saying, right, you keep this guy out of foul trouble. I mean, he's crucial to what this team defensively can be, right? He is a stout rim protector and just provides a pressure and a pick and roll partner for Tyrese Maxey that you don't have without Joel Embiid on the floor. So I hope he continues to play inspired. I mean, this is going to be a tough matchup coming up for him, which I'm sure we can talk all about, but I'm very excited to see what he continues to show throughout the postseason.
Well, just to wrap things up on the Sixers, and then we'll get into the Phillies in just a second. Oh yeah, we're covering that. We've got a little bit of a rant sesh from Friday coming up.
Yeah, somehow.
But
it's a rare appearance in the Sixers post game, but we'll do it for Fred.
Yeah, exactly. But what are your guys' expectations going into Boston, just generally after this season without Joel Embiid. Is there a way that we can pull through?
You got it, Adam. You can start.
Yeah, I mean, my expectations remain the same, right? And this was fun. This was inspiring. I'm beyond thrilled that they were able to win a playoff game. But at the end of the day, this Boston team has been one of the 3 or 4 best teams in basketball all season. You add Jaylen Brown into the mix. I mean, add Jason Tatum back into the mix seamlessly at the end of the regular season. And instead of the dueling banjos that has often occurred between him and Jaylen Brown, he has fit in as a 3-and-D player that makes this offense mesh perfectly, on top of them being one of the 2 or 3 best defenses in the NBA. So they are, a mismatch for Philadelphia at just about every level, especially without Joel Embiid. And I mean, I would be shocked if it went more than 5 games. But again, not to be a party pooper.
No. You're definitely right.
I'm happy it happened.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I mean, you heard the fans saying we want Boston. I think that's just us being very cocky. Definitely, I think a lot of fans right there saying we want Boston. I think they're maybe just saying that right there, but then they realize, and they're probably on their way in their way out of the stadium right now, and they're probably realizing, did I really just say we want Boston? Like, we're gonna get freaking annihilated by them. I mean, that's literally what they're thinking. And they really possibly, most likely will. As we were just saying before, Jason Tatum, I mean, him being out for this season, really somehow, even though he was gone, they were still able to really feed off that energy from Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was able to fill that void, and he was able to kind of take the load. And definitely you got to give it to him. I mean, he was an MVP candidate. He was insane this year. He really was. So definitely for him to step up like how he did this season, to get them at that point where they're a top seed in the East, is really impressive. So, and that's even better for Tatum. I mean, obviously coming back from rehab and everything like that, with all the injuries, with the injury he had this season, definitely he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. He really will. And the Celtics, I mean, they've always had our number. They have had our number for a long time, and we've had some trouble against them. But, I mean, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. I'll tell you one thing. If you remember, the season started in Boston with VJ Edgecombe having the most points as a Sixers rookie in a debut game, with, I think it was 34 points, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's the most in Sixers history for a rookie debut. So definitely, if he can kind of do that, kind of have that same kind of energy again, which I don't feel like he's had that specific for a little while now. But if he can kind of bring that spark back, I mean, that'd be awesome. But I mean, definitely, it seems like Maxey is not fulfilled. Yes, he's happy about what's going on right now, but I don't think he's fulfilled. But also, they don't have the distraction. I mean, they probably do want Joel Embiid, but they don't have the distraction of Joel Embiid being unselfish or kind of jacking up shots and whatever.
Were you about to say what I thought you were about to say?
No, I'm tired. Okay, jacking up shots. Jacking up. I said jacking up. All right, not
Sure.
Maybe I was. I don't know. I'm tired, dude. Okay.
Fair enough.
But yeah, definitely, I agree, 100%. This game this series will probably go to Boston. So Adam is 100% right. I think Boston does win this series, but I think the Sixers will give them a little bit of run for their money. I think they might be better than people think they are. And I think this team is adapting without Joel Embiid. And if they get him back, then maybe that helps them out, or we'll just have to wait and see. It's definitely going to be interesting. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
That being said,
what do you think, Frat?
I mean, I think it will be, but I still think they come up short.
Yeah. Jess,
But-
what do you think, Joe?
I mean, it all depends on if they get Joel Embiid back. You know, I don't think they will. So I'd be a little bit more optimistic. I say a 6-game series, but the way that Jason Tatum, has been playing, and Mazzola is their coach, I think the coaching is a big aspect. I think Mazzulla is miles. If there could be a word better than miles, I'd use that word over Nick Nurse. Like, he to me is the epitome of how to coach in the year 2026. He is I hate to say it, but he is my favorite coach in the NBA over guys like Steve Kerr, which is crazy because he's, led this Warriors team to relevance with a not washed Steph Curry, but an older Steph Curry.
Steph's far from washed. Yeah.
I know he's absolutely far from
You
washed.
should turn it on, Jess.
Turn what on?
The game. He's playing right now.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
He
playing
does
LA.
look a little washed so far, but
How's he doing
they're
tonight?
creating. He has 5 right now. They're
Okay.
It's early.
they're up though. It's early.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very early.
Yeah.
Can I read before I assume we're going to Phillies?
Yeah.
And I'll probably head to watch this game. But can I read my favorite Joe Mazzulla quote from today?
Sure.
Sure.
I sent it to my dad, so I pulled it up. Joe Mazzulla today at his presser. This is calm Joe Mazzulla coach speak. Everybody has a different love language. My love language is like violence. That's Joe Mazzulla today.
Wow.
Dude, he's a
Head
cooler
coach of the
Nick
Boston Celtics.
He's a cooler Nick Castellanos. He's
makes
the
you
Nick
think.
Castellanos that has aura. He's Nick Castellanos, but with aura.
He's something else, man. He's something
Yep.
else. I mean,
He
that's-
is a
him.
basketball psychopath. I will say that.
But he
Yeah,
wins.
definitely.
He wins, and that's what
He
matters.
wins. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that being said, want to move on to the Phils, but hey, want to thank
good.
Adam for hopping on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course.
Please try and get some sleep these next 2 months, but I doubt you will.
We're locked in, man. Hope to see you
Yeah,
guys soon.
but
NBA postseason.
before you-
We're locked in.
Before
go.
you go,
Yeah.
let the people know where. I mean, we do our shows tomorrow, but
We
let
do,
the people
yeah.
know where they can find your work.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate it, Jess. You guys can find me on the Philly Sports Pulse with Jess every Thursday night, and we have a blast. Also, go follow Hungry Dog Sports Blog on Instagram, and you'll find all my stuff there. We run a blog. We run a podcast. I'm writing for a Wizards blog, and there will be links to articles there. We're doing it all here. And
Did you say you mean the Washington Wizards, or you just talking about Wizards?
I write for the Washington Wizards blog as well. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's an interesting time in Wizards the Wizards
How did-
world right now. But
How did you get? I hate to digress. How did you get that?
yeah, I just applied for a Wizards beat job. I work for Fansided and
There you
got
go.
it done. So
Do they know you're a Sixers fan or no?
once
but
you
do
get
they-
this
they
far
need
in,
to know?
KJ, you start
Yeah.
blurring the lines, right?
Yeah.
It's
I get it.
business.
Do,
We on
do they
business.
do they need? Is it a need to know situation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's still pretty
man.
cool that you do that. That's awesome.
Thank you,
Pretty-
man.
pretty
Yes,
great.
sir.
But
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of us, we will be on the Philly Sports Pulse tomorrow, breaking down the Sixers win, some Flyers. I will say this is recent developments. I am working hard to bring in a very, very, very special Flyers guest that has not been on the podcast before. But we'll see how that goes.
All right.
Stay tuned. You know, Jess works his magic.
I try my best, but
He's trying to be a
Like you said-
wizard like you, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be a Wizard. Yeah.
He wants
Yep.
to be Anthony Davis, not Bob Carrington.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Hey, we didn't
man.
say that. You did.
yeah. Fair enough. Fair
Oh,
enough.
Adam, just before you do go,
Mhm.
thoughts on the watch party on the 17th?
Thoughts on it?
Will you be attending?
I think I don't know that I'm gonna hold that on live YouTube because there are some strings that need to be pulled, but I believe I will be there and be in Newark, Delaware at that time. So I'll definitely, if I'm in Newark at that time, I'll stop by for a little bit. I'm excited. Meet the guys.
Good.
I will.
Yep.
I will follow up. But good stuff.
Sounds good. Good stuff.
Thanks for coming on, dude. Appreciate
Awesome.
you.
Good to see y'all.
See you,
Have
Adam.
a great
Go
night.
Sixers.
Go Phil.
Peace out. Oh
There
man.
he goes.
Yeah.
All right, Brett. It's time to, I guess you can say, ding that bell. Ding. Not ring. Go for it, Brett.
Oh man,
Give him the
Phillies
business.
lose again.
Business.
They are 8-10. Phillies are 8-10. They lose a series versus the Chicago Cubs. The Chicago Cubs, a city with pizza.
Deep
A
dish
city
pizza.
from where Connor and Ash are from. It's embarrassing. We lose the series at home. We match our season. We lost 3 home series already, matching our total already from last year. We're not even past mid-April yet. And Rob Thompson is in content mode, saying, "Oh yeah, Jesus had good stuff. Oh yeah, oh yeah." But yet, Rob Thompson, your team's 8-10, and then you have the nerve, you have the guts to say, "Oh yeah, we're still a good ball club. We're still a good ball club. We will." Like it's sunshine and rainbows. Maybe you should go maybe you should just step down and give Don Mattingly the job and make KJ McCoy be the bench coach because I mean it's getting to the point where you got to think about it to yourself. You're saying you're a good ball club, this and that, but Rob, you got to wake yourself up because you do realize you could play the Braves coming up and play the Chicago Cubs. I mean, come on now. You're saying
Again.
all this stuff now. You're saying all this stuff now, and then you have the Braves coming up, 6 games, and the Cubs again. I'll tell you what. This team will be lucky to go 3-7 in the next 10 games the way it's going. They could be 11-17 by the time they reach close to Friday's birthday, and that's not a good thing at all. That is not good at all. They could be 11-17 KJ McCoy or worse by then.
I know this is not looking good, Frat. Do you think this could mean that Thompson is really on the hot seat?
I think he is, and I think us fans deserve better. We deserve better. I think they should make discounts on tickets for groups to have $10 tickets because we shouldn't have to pay over $20 to see this crap.
They won't do this in this economy.
And unless we wait last minute, and then you gotta see hope that it goes down. But yeah, I'm hoping for better times for the Phils, especially when I go April 29th and May 7th coming up.
There you go.
Only reason why I'm going May 7th because I like to collect the retro hats, but
Yeah, the retro hats. Yeah, that's right.
and it's against the Aces like the City Series. But anyway, everybody's incompetent. What's the name? At least Trey Turner and Bryce Harper did something tonight, but they're waking up a little bit. But other than that, the lineup switches, the lineup changes are getting old. I feel like we've said this, and we've said this many times this year. The Phillies didn't do enough in the off season, and this is what it gets you. This is what an 8-10 record brings you at this point in mid-April. 8-10. You have 10 losses already. And like I said, you play the Braves this weekend. And I'll tell you what, KJ McCoy, if the
Yes, sir.
Phillies somehow, if the Phillies somehow win the series versus the Atlanta Braves, I think Dalton Holland should buy his new cat a Phillies pet gear if that happens.
Wait, KJ, did he get a new cat and a new dog? Or what's the deal?
So I will give a little update because I think he is currently asleep. So Dalton is probably not going to be keeping the cat. However, his dad is going to be keeping the cat. His dad fell more in love with the
Mr. Holland.
cat. So the Don, who now is going to be having 4 animals in his house, 3 dogs and a cat. He's taking on a cat now. So it looks like that's what's going to happen. And Dalt will most likely get this new pup as well. He'll probably reveal, but a new puppy, not a puppy. It's probably around the same age as Lola. And they just got to meet, and hopefully it goes well. So it's not a sure thing yet, but hopefully everything goes right for Dalt, and he finds another furry friend.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think me and Jesse need to come together, and everybody else at 302, and we need to buy Fratty an animal. We need to buy him like a rally animal.
Frat, you don't have an animal at home?
No. No, but I think it's coming. So I think we need something soon here because
you need something, Frat. You need a rally animal. Maybe we should buy you like a
You don't know. You know what he needs? He needs a rat.
Ew, no. Ew.
Are you kidding me?
I will not step foot in that house then. Nope. Sorry,
Dude,
it's not happening.
That's literally his nickname. What are we doing?
I know, but no. Don't get him. I hate rats. I can't stand rats.
Okay, then what about a mouse and then you call it a rat?
No.
You don't like mice?
We're not doing that. No.
Come on.
No, dude.
Get
him a bat instead. I'd rather give him a bat.
But it should be a good weekend coming up.
Phillies need a bat too.
Going to be a great weekend, guys. We got Sixers playoffs, Flyers playoffs, Monco Titans, Phillies and Braves. Even though the Phillies aren't playing well, but still, it's still a good rivalry between Braves. You Atlanta Braves fans out there, all you Atlanta Braves fans, we own you. We are your daddies in the playoffs, no matter what. I don't care what anybody says. We can do bad against you guys this weekend, and we can still revert back to 2022 and 2023 NLDS. So don't get that stuff messed up. And another message I have for is my buddy Frank the Tank. We are on the same level right now. Both of our teams are stink. And honestly, Frank the Tank, don't worry, because Love Lady's going to be a Philly by the deadline. Love Lady will be here in Philadelphia before you know it.
Love Lady,
it's getting that bad. And then we'll be the ones ranting about Love Lady saying to Frank the Tank saying, and being red in face saying, "Oh, Love Lady."
Okay, Fratty. Here's my question. You know how Frank the Tank gets so angry. Would you ever get to his point where you're chewing on your shirt and
I don't think Frat really does that. Frat, you don't really chew on your shirt, do you?
No, I don't. But it's getting that bad for the Mets. They might get swept by the Dodgers. They might get swept 2 series in a row. The Mets are just as bad. So listen, I still can't wait till we play the Mets, just because. But it will be an ugly series for sure. It will be an ugly series for one of the teams. Especially this could be our chance to finally beating them at Citi Field. But our luck, we lose it at Citi Field again. But I think in September, if I go to Citi Field in September, get to meet up, try to see if I can meet up with Frank the Tank. So
that would be cool. We gotta make that happen. We got to make that. I've met Frank the Tank, actually.
You've met Frank the Tank, too?
Yeah, at the Philly card show, the Philly show. I did randomly.
But now I wonder if he'd accept the collabs on Instagram, like I know you don't post on Instagram a ton, but we could forge that.
What do you
that
set
connection.
mine?
Huh?
Probably not, because I'm not that much of a legend as Friday is.
Yeah.
I would.
but-
I would very much disagree, but you know what? To each their own.
Fratty's
well-
a legend, man. I'm a semi-legend. Fratty's a full-on legend, and that is why Frank the Tank, like, that's why he accepts his collapse. So I don't blame Frank at all.
Yeah. But anyway, so hopefully Saturday, well, the next time I'll be on here is going to be Saturday night, because I won't be on Friday because I have to practice with the Titans, and then Saturday is my first tournament of the season up close to Jesse in Quakertown.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, and then Saturday night I'll be on here for Phillies and Braves. So hopefully Saturday.
Thanks for doxing me, James.
Hopefully
No, I'm kidding.
Saturday. Hopefully Saturday will.
Everybody,
be a
go
golden-
see Jesse. All right, go knock on Jesse's door.
Hopefully Saturday will be a very golden Saturday. Hopefully my team wins. Hopefully we win golden basketball Saturday, and hopefully the Phillies start playing well, because I mean, they have to find a way to at least win 2 games against the Land. And I said this against the Cubs, didn't work out. We'll just have to see. And honestly, I'm predicting a series loss versus the Braves, and at most a split versus the Cubs, at most.
Wow.
So
We got to make up for it, Frat, because the first day that we played them, game 1, we looked great and we dominated them. And then these 2 last games, we've just plummeted, and it is just pathetic.
and then after that, I think that we got the Giants, and then looking even more further ahead, we got the return of Florida Mac.
Yes, that's right.
Florida
We'll see. Florida Mac.
You're going to Florida again?
No. It's an alter ego where I kind of jinx the Florida teams or anything like. I jinx the Marlins. I try and jinx them. I don't know. Friday loves Florida Mac.
Listen,
One time I
promise-
came out when we were playing the Marlins, and I'm like, "What's up, guys? It's Florida Mac," and I had my sunglasses on.
Listen.
Friday
Coming May
loves
the
Florida
4th. May the 4th's a Monday, that last game of the series, May the 4th. I'm gonna
May
have
the
you.
force be with you.
I'm gonna have you make a meme, and I'm gonna post it. I know, we're almost to 40 minutes. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna say, have the Star Wars music, have the Star Wars characters coming down, and have to change KJ McCoy's hat to an all black color for Star Wars, saying Florida Mac, may Florida Mac be with you.
I can make Friday. I can edit that and make that. I will make that. All right.
That could be done in 2
May
seconds.
4th.
Oh my god! Watch it
May
crack like
4th,
1,000
Phillies
likes
Marlins
in
on a
2
Monday.
seconds. Oh man!
Monday
Yeah.
Marlins with Mac in Florida on a Monday. It's
For
weird that series is actually a 4-game series, and it ends on a Monday. That's so rare that happens.
Yeah, it is rare.
Well,
But anyway, that's it for until Saturday for me, and then until Friday for Jesse and everybody else. Friday night, so
Yep.
Thursday for Pulse, Friday for Phillies post game. I should say that.
yeah, I'm not. I forget if I'm scheduled for. I forget if I'm scheduled for tomorrow. But I know at least I have the Philly Sports Pulse live on 302 Birds, 7-8 o'clock ish. Like I said, I'm pulling hard to get a very special Flyers guest, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, that's gonna wrap things up for the Phillies / Sixers post game show. We tried to talk about both because both games it was literally the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. So want to fit things in when we can. So yeah, want to thank Nick's Pizza, El Diablo's, Balboa Steaks,
Friday's Kona.
Friday's Corner. Just for shits and giggles, like let me try to see if I can run that
Let's see if we can.
Yo, Friday, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Friday's Corner. It's Friday's Corner.
So just because we had to do it to
He
end
gave the
things
business
off.
already, everybody. So he gave the
We-
business.
He gave the business.
He did.
But yeah, that's gonna wrap things up for
We
the,
gotta give the sleep to us.
we gotta get to sleep. Drown out the pain of the Phillies and drown out the adrenaline from the Sixers. But yeah, that's gonna wrap things up. Jess, that's Friday. KJ at the other end. Thanks for watching. And let's go Phils and let's go Sixers.
And
The Vikings. Swing and a drive, left field. It's good. And it's good. It is Bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
I can't hear you.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today.
Oh,
It's
man.